And we're live. Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I'm your ever-loving host, Jorty. And it's a 2-for-1 day kind of day today. In fact, it's going to be like that pretty much the rest of the week because a whole bunch of cool stuff is coming out this week. A lot of it's small press stuff. But in case you missed it this week, we've already done, what I did Marnie's Calgar the other day, which was really, really cool. And then did Rorschach this morning, which was all right, but a tiny bit flawed at the end. Today, right now, though, going for something a bit more indie. Going for Aftershock. Now, I really like Aftershock. I have them for months now. They've dropped some really cool stuff. And in case I haven't told anyone recently, Undone by Blood, getting to the TV series with him out of The Walking Dead involved in it. Literally the best thing I've read all year. Check it out. We're taking orders now for this collection, but it's absolutely superb. Today, though, We Live. You may have spotted I posted a picture of the other day if you actually follow me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter for that matter, because it's a proper nice wraparound gatefold cover. And yeah, I don't usually get into that much detail on the covers and that kind of stuff, but after DC trying with Detective 1027 and Batman 100 to do a wraparound cover with a square-bound comic book, and sometimes the spine just a line of black down the middle, got to appreciate just effort put in to make one actually not only works, but has a gatefold and is a huge 3-image long thing. Absolutely brilliant. But that's all I'm talking about for the cover. We'll talk a little bit about the internal artwork, though, because they have a lot of fun with this, I'm not going to lie. There's an awful lot of post-apocalyptic stuff going on in this. And we do have a little bit of an almost Last of Us kind of thing there. But look at the level of detailing on that violence there. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Also got this like comedic kind of stuff going on there, haven't we? Just for fun. A little bit of pop figure thing there. Funko kind of stuff going on, although clearly not. They'll get in trouble if they say that's what they're doing. But the artwork just kind of changed to do what it needs to do, and I like that. It reminds me an awful lot of... I've forgotten the name. The person who worked on Batwoman. Totally blanked on this one. I do apologize. But when somebody can like change the artwork style up as and when they need to make the story better, that is a gift. And that's a talent. And you do kind of need that with this because it does move at quite a pace, and sometimes you need to jump backwards and forwards quickly through it. Before we get to that bit, though, I'm quite a fan of post-apocalyptic. Anyone who knows me will probably tell you that. Big fan of the Fallout stuff, just as an example. But one thing that I like about it is you don't really need to worry about what actually caused the apocalypse. We are literally post. Doesn't matter anymore. But this one, it goes to town on them, and it has an awful lot of different things in there. Earthquakes and mutations and monsters and aliens and all manner of things going on. So you can basically pick and choose whatever you like. Because of that, the one flaw of this comic book, and it's tiny, it's insignificant, but it needs to be mentioned, is they can jump quite quickly from one point to another. To give you an example of this one, I've got a couple of pages here for you. We have a little bit of a bland moment there when they're dealing with some infected person, yeah? Just going to turn the page just once. And now they're in a bus in the middle of a lightning storm. It just, when I was reading that, I had to kind of go back and like flip the pages, make sure I hadn't left a gap in there or I'd forgotten a page or something like that. And that kind of sucks. That's an unnecessary kind of thing. I don't like them to criticize him for that. Because when you take this world with all of its many things that have gone wrong and the very breakneck pace of the story, throwing in there an awful lot of backstories are going on as well, quite a few little flashbacks, building up some fantastic intercharacter relationships, hinting a little bit at some foreshadowing kind of thing going on, which is really quite nice, and setting up what will be, I'm sure, an excellent little road trip for everyone to go and enjoy themselves with. You know, what with augmented reality, giant monsters, and unspecified cause, lightning storms, of course, for no reason. All of that going on. This is going to be exciting as hell. And the writing and the artwork really, really backs that up. It also has a lot of fun. And I showed that thing earlier with the almost Funko-esque, but really, really not Funko-esque kind of artwork. They do that again at the end. And I don't spoil the one they do at the end, because it does remind me a lot of Fallout, but in a very cool homage kind of way rather than just ripping off. Because it goes its own way, and it just, at the end of everything terrible that's happened, it just reminds you that yes, hope is a fleeting concept in a world where aliens have told people that like 99.9% of the population of the planet is going to die. But the people creating it still find a reason to tell a joke and have a bit of a laugh. And that's got to be admired, I think. Because of the pacing and the fact that you do jump quite quickly from one thing to another, and it did disorient me a little bit, it's not quite made it onto my pull list yet. Much in the way of a few things I read. It's like I love an issue 1, but my money is my own and I don't part with it easy. But I will definitely be picking up and reading issue 2. And if that managed to maintain the quality that I'm expecting, chances are I will grab this spare copy we've got and I'll stick it in, and that'll be it. I'll be down for it. And if it carries on being as good as it is, Aftershock Comics may actually have 2 on my best of the list. But we'll have to wait and see, eh? Anyway, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do 2 more tomorrow, I hope, if I get the time, if nothing else goes massively wrong. But that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.